Hey everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of the R2 Hub Wednesday Wrap. Got a lot going on this week. As you can see, we're out in the garage. As you can see, we're getting quite a bit done. We got the Oldsmobile back from the shop, so let's go ahead and get started with that. Where we're at on the projects. The Oldsmobile's back. We're actually getting ready to prep it for the wrap that's coming up. Got a few other projects I want to take care of first. We've actually got the four-wheelers over in the other bay, along with the old man's Spider, which I'm going to be doing a little segment on hopefully later next week. We'll have to see if the weather will cooperate. But then, yeah, once those are out of the shop there, then we'll move this one over and get her in for the wrap. We also just got the 300 back from the shop today. Had the mechanic do a once over on it. Just make sure everything was looking up to par, what we'd want for the car. We also had it aligned, had the brakes checked out, so everything checked out really good. Happy about that. Did the four-wheel alignment as I said, so should be good to go. Just kind of waiting for the snow to fly at this point because I want to do a comparison between the all-season tires that are currently on it and the set of winter wheels and Blizzak tires that I bought for it. So that'll be in an upcoming video, hopefully. Now, hopefully let's shoot for January, but I'm expecting it to happen much sooner than that. Also, the Silverado. Yeah, I'm actually going to be delivering that tonight. I did sell it. So we just need to go and meet the buyer later this evening, finalize the deal, and then the Silverado will no longer be part of the fleet. So, a little sad to see it go. It's been a good truck, but yeah, it's time to send it down the road, and I'm pretty happy with the 300. I'm going to probably like that quite a bit more. So that's about all we have on the projects this week. Definitely still have a lot to do. Look forward to those videos coming up. Next, let's talk about some racing. Had the trucks, the Cup Series, and Formula One in action this last weekend. Truck Series was a pretty good race there at Martinsville, Virginia. Had a young gun, Noah Gragson, win his first race in that series, so pretty excited about that. He did a pretty impressive move late in the race on the outside, which isn't normally the preferred line at that track. So yeah, he really earned it. Congratulations to him. Here's the finishing order, and then here's the standings for the playoffs. So it's tightening up pretty good there. Should be pretty fun to watch the next few weeks. Moving over to the Cup Series, they were also at Martinsville. That was an exciting race. Had a bunch of strong cars up front, Keselowski, obviously Martin Truex, Kyle Busch, Chase Elliott, man, get down to the end of the race. Man, it was crazy. Going for his first win, he had actually moved Brad Keselowski out of the way for the lead, and then he just got his butt pounded right into the wall by Denny Hamlin. Pretty much a dirty move, as Denny Hamlin's catching a lot of flack for that. And then, of course, when they came to the checkered flag, it was just chaos. I don't know if I'll be able to get a clip of that, but at least you can see the finishing order here. Obviously, the standings. You know, what can I say? You've got Truex and Busch up top, so those guys are pretty much expected to make it through. We'll see who the final four are going to be, though. Next couple weeks are going to be real exciting. Formula One, they were in Mexico City, and that was a crazy start. Hamilton was starting on the second row behind Verstappen and Vettel. I believe Vettel had the pole. Max Verstappen got around him at the start. While they were battling, Hamilton went to pass them both, and Vettel got into Hamilton and pretty much ruined both of their days. I think Vettel ended up finishing like 6th or something, and Hamilton finished 10th. Unfortunately for Vettel, that wasn't good enough. He needed to finish 1st or 2nd, otherwise Hamilton was going to win the championship, and Hamilton won the championship. So here's the finishing order. It was Verstappen, and then Valtteri Bottas, and then Kimi Räikkönen for the race, and then here's the standings. And with 2 races left, there's no chance that Vettel can actually catch Hamilton, so Hamilton is now the 2017 Formula One champion, to go along with the Mercedes-Benz Manufacturers Championship. So, toot toot, I can definitely hear the trains today. Didn't really have any events Didn't really have any events this week, but SEMA started this week. I don't know if I'll be able to show any of the pictures from the show, but if you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, not so much on Twitter lately, but you'll see that I'll be retweeting or reposting a lot of the project cars that were brought to SEMA. There's been some pretty exciting builds. I know the Ring Brothers brought at least 2 or 3 really awesome cars. And the train is just not going to let up. It should be about it. So, as I was saying, if you follow me on the other social media sites, you'll see that there is going to be some pretty cool project cars and products, so keep an eye on that. Random thoughts. Go right into football. Vikings are 6-2. They beat Cleveland over in England. Yeah, whoop-de-doo as usual. I think they have a bye week this week. They have a quarterback issue where they actually have 3 starting quarterbacks now, which is unheard of in the current NFL. The 3rd string Case Keenum has been playing lights out, but Teddy Bridgewater, who is the starting quarterback for the team, is finally back from rehabbing his injury. Plus, you still have Sam Bradford, so sounds like Teddy Bridgewater is probably going to get the start after the bye week, but we'll see. Zimmerman's usually pretty cagey about that stuff. Golden Gophers, they lost the toilet bowl. They lost to Iowa by a touchdown, I believe. I think they've got Michigan next. Should be a slaughter. Michigan's a pretty strong team compared to the Gophers. So, yeah, that's it about football. I think the World Series is going on. I think Game 7 is probably tonight. I don't even know. Haven't even really been following. Let's see. Just looking at my notes here. Television. So I just looked at my notes there. I think what we're going to do now is talk a little bit about TV. Been quite a few things coming up. I've been trying to watch. I've been trying to watch some of the car shows. We've got Bitchin' Rides with Dave Kindig. We've got Counting Cars with Counts Customs out of Vegas. And then Gas Monkey Garage and Fast and Loud, which been down to their studio or shop or whatever you want to call it. And yeah, it's pretty much all fake, but see some cool stuff. Let's see, in television, with the sci-fi and superheroes, I've been keeping up on Inhumans, The Gifted, Gotham, and The Orville. The DC comic shows I have not been able to really crack into yet, and the Walking Dead series I'm just so far behind. So hopefully, when things slow down, I'll be able to catch up on all that. Then for miscellaneous shows, I've been watching a little bit of South Park, Speechless. It's an okay sitcom. The roommate used to like watching that, so still watching that. And then started watching some Rick and Morty. Wow, how have I not watched this before? That show is, if you've seen it, you obviously know what it's all about. If you haven't, careful. It's a pretty strange and demented show, and right up my alley. I think it's funnier than hell. So I think that's about it for television. Look at the notes here real quick. What else do we want to mention today? Oh, so what I haven't done, I've asked you guys, you've been watching me on YouTube here. I also have a bunch of YouTubers that I like to watch. So I thought maybe I'd just throw them out for you guys, let you know kind of what I watch on YouTube, what keeps my attention, what I enjoy. One of the biggest ones that I like to watch is Boogie2988. He's a former gamer. Actually, I shouldn't say former gamer. He's a gamer. Been around a long time. Likes to tell a lot of his own life stories. Had a bit of a rough life, but he's been real enjoyable to watch. Pretty inspiring at times. Going through some really big weight loss stuff right now, which is really cool. So wish him a lot of luck with that. Continued luck. He's been doing great. Let's see who else. Let's just pull up the list here. Probably another big one, Jay Leno's Garage. That's always a really enjoyable one. The stuff in his shop, mine's pathetic compared to his, but he's obviously got a lot more money than I do. So it's always fun to watch and dream. Obviously, DipYourCar, the company I work with for doing my liquid wraps. They've got their own YouTube channel. They do a lot of how-to stuff, a lot of product announcements. A really cool place. If you're ever interested, check them out on YouTube. They got just tons of stuff out there to watch. Hours and hours of footage. See what kind of the different products are, how it's put on. wheels, everything. So it's pretty interesting if you're interested in that sort of thing. MotorWeek Classics, that's actually been one of my guilty pleasures lately. They're actually going back, and for those that remember, back in the 80s and 90s, there was a show on television that was called MotorWeek, and they would do reviews of new cars. Well, on YouTube now, they're re-releasing a lot of those old videos into their MotorWeek Classics channel line. So that's been fun to watch. I've seen some old like Firebird Formula from the 80s to God, there was a Bronco and a Blazer one recently. There was a shootout between like the Bronco 2 and the S10 Blazer and a Jeep, God, I can't remember, Wagoneer, that's what it was a Wagoneer. So that was pretty interesting. Another one I like to watch is KCs Paint Shop. Casey is the former painter that was on Fast and Loud with Gas Monkey Garage. Actually ran in and met him at Texas Motor Speedway last year when my buddy Darren and I were on the Hot Rod Power Tour. We actually went down there to watch an episode of Top Gear USA on Big Haas, their big television there at the track. And he was down there, so I could be in from Dallas. So it was pretty cool. Got to talk to him. His son was there. Got to check out his green Ford pickup, which if you watch his YouTube, you'll see that that's no longer around. He's actually it's on at SEMA this year for American Racing Wheels. So there's a whole series on that. And then one of the YouTubers that's younger into cars is a guy called Street Speed 717. Didn't really like him at first. I watched a few of his videos a couple years ago. I didn't really care for him. It was a bit of a there's words I'd like to use, but I'm gonna keep it family friendly. Just young, let's just put it that way, and didn't really care for his just whole persona. But as he's gotten a little bit older and he's matured a little bit, and then his channel's matured, I've actually started to enjoy some of his videos, just some of the stupid stuff he does, along with a bunch of his friends from the area that he's in. They all each have their own YouTube channels. So the place that does his performance mods on his cars, they've got a YouTube channel, and it's kind of different personalities. They're doing a good job out there. I like what they're doing with their whole group. They've done some call-outs where they've met up with other YouTubers at drag strips and just had a good time over the weekend. He's grown on me, and I kind of watched their whole group and their videos. And then obviously 1320 Video, for those who've seen 1320 videos, it's all about drag racing. A little bit on the fence with them. I like the strip stuff that they do at the drag strip. Not a big fan of the street racing stuff, because to me the risk and the dangers involved with street racing is just, it's too great. I think they should not real responsible promoting that sort of thing. But some of the stuff they get on video is just absolutely crazy, and so it's kind of another guilty pleasure. So other than that, there's a bunch of others too, but those are kind of the big ones that I watch. Check any of them out. I'll link them below, so if you want to see them. They're also on my subscribed list on my homepage of my YouTube channel, so you can also see them there. So thanks for watching. Please click like below if you like this video. You can subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate that. We might actually be doing a contest, a giveaway is what I'm thinking. If we could start getting the subscriber count to go up a little bit. I'd like to target, maybe 500 subscribers, but maybe we'll start out a little bit more realistic. Maybe we'll start with 100 and just see, and then maybe I'll get something away, a gift card or something, never know. Let me know what you think below. Again, comment, let me know what you think. And so you can find me on Instagram at ilar01, find me on Twitter at ilar01, on Facebook it's rex.benjamin.ii. Thanks again for watching, have a great week, and I gotta get going because I gotta go drop the truck off. Later.